Okay, well, I am Tawnya Sutherland. If you don't know me, you will by the end of next week. You'll be so sick of listening to me if you come to the conference and everything. Yeah, you'll know me for sure. But I've been in the industry for 25 years now. I've been a VA, had my own business and stuff. And today is just going to be really laid back. We're just going to have a Q&A. I've done the whole webinar twice now on what to expect as a virtual assistant. And you can get that recording if you have a free ticket to our conference. I can tell you how to get that later. You can just log into your member area and watch it. Okay. But today is all about live Q&A. Again, if you don't know who I am, I have been doing this for a long time. I have my own business, mediamage.com. I'm certified at the University of BC as an internet marketing business strategist. I have been founder of VA Networking, which is the Virtual Assistant Networking Association for VAs. And I've been coaching VAs. I've got training programs, all kinds of goodies to help virtual assistants. And that's a little bit about me. I'm not going to go through my story. You can listen to that in the webinar. Oh, this is my VA. She's my daughter. She works with me full time. Plus, I've got a couple of other VAs. But I'm going to go through 2 slides, and then we're going to go straight to Q&A, just in case you don't know who a VA is, okay? Sorry for the chime for everybody coming in. Can you guys hear the chime when people come in? We keep people in the room? No, perfect, good. Just a little wee bit. That's kind of annoying and distracting, but it's great to have you all in the room, so that's cool. So a virtual assistant is a business owner, right? You own the business and you work remotely. And you'll probably provide administrative, technical, or creative support services to other businesses. Do you have any questions about that specifically, what a VA is? You are the boss of your business. You have to do your taxes, things like that. You aren't working for someone else. And I'm sure glad my VA is here today to let all these people in the room. These are some of the skills you might have for admin skills. You know, anything that secretaries do, office managers, any of these, that would be administrative skills. Creative skills would be anything marketers do, IT providers, graphic designers, things like that. Really, anyone with a passion to make money online can be a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is my umbrella term for anyone that is freelancing remotely, providing services, administrative, creative, or technical. Alrighty. You can work the way you want, whenever, wherever, with whomever as a virtual assistant, because you're the boss. And again, I go into a lot of depth in that other video. So now I'm going to pop down out of this one, and we're going to go straight to V&A, the live V&A, live Q&A, because today it's here for you to ask questions, and that's what it's all about. Whatever it is, I've got a laundry list of questions that someone gave me as well. So there's lots of questions there. But whoever wants to take the floor here or ask in the Q&A, go ahead, and I will start answering until the top of the hour. I'm going to start then. If you guys aren't throwing out questions, I'm going to start. How do I get started? All right. Honestly, you don't need to have a glamorous website straight away, but that should be your priority to get one, because that gives you credibility. People can vet you. Honestly, if you go to buy something online, aren't you checking out their website and things like that? So eventually you want to get a website. But in the beginning, you can start up by getting clear on what you want to offer, set up a Facebook or LinkedIn page possibly and show off your skills and start talking to people. Networking is your next BFF, okay? Okay, finally we're getting some questions in here. Good. How, Antonella, how do you stay motivated when trying to find clients? Let me just stay up here. And have no little luck. Okay, my motivation is statistically you're going to land 2 out of 20 clients. It's just stats. If you're doing the right process, okay, you're got a game plan. Like everybody should have a game plan to find clients, and it might just be first you find them on social media, then you try to get them into a DM, and then you eventually form a relationship and hit them up with what you've got to offer. Okay. So first of all, get a game plan in place. Other people, it might be meeting in person, right? You've got a game plan. You go to these meetings every week in person. You start forming the relationships. You follow up. Follow up is the key to everything, but have a game plan. And out of that game plan, 2 out of 10 will say yes. It's statistically. So when you get to 18 no's, go, yay, be motivated, because number 19 should be a yes. And that's just stats. And it's been like that for 25 years for me. Out of 20 people that I try to get, 2 I land, always. So just hang in there, stay motivated, find a community. We've got a great community to have a shoulder, right? And when you're at number 15 and you're getting down and, oh, I'm never going to get a client or whatever it is, have us to cheer you on, because that really helps you stay motivated. Hope that helps. Bob, you asked how to make the most of the Vanna platform when you are starting as a VA. Follow the emails I send you, whatever training program you're in, be it the Vanna community, the Get Clients Club, or my virtual assistant career. I tell you step by step in those emails how to make the most of the platforms. Okay. So just follow the email, stay subscribed to that. Yvonne, you got a technical question. We've got all kinds of different questions in here, and that's great. I don't have a Canadian phone number, just a Mexican cell. Is there a software that Canadian customers can call and get routed to my Mexico number? I do not know the answer to that, Yvonne. Have you tried a Google phone number at all? Google Voice? They don't work. Yeah, I don't even really have a phone. Well, I do have my landline still. I'm still old school with a landline in Canada, but I don't know. Is there other things in the others are using that might be able to help Yvonne? I used to use Ring Central, and I used that for a long time because it was just a phone number that it was a 1-800 number that I could buy and use all across North America. So that might be an option for you. I'll put in a link here for that so you can maybe find it and look into it. Let me just see. Meeting group chat. I just want to make sure I get it into the right chat area. There we go. Hope that helps, Yvonne. And keep asking away here. Bob asked, best ways to obtain leads online when you are unknown as a VA. Bob, you want to start prospecting, get a list made. And if you come to my conference, and it's free to come next week, okay? My first session is all about getting leads. let me just show you. Let me pull up. You want to always be prospecting and following up. Prospect, follow up. There we go. There is a link to this document. And you should be prospecting your leads all the time, whether you've got a full client base or no clients. You'll be putting in here, like I always have 100 in here, a prospective clients that I want to prospect. And you know what? You don't know who they are. Pick up your phone and go to your contacts. And if you all do this right now, because I know everybody has their phone beside them, and you go to your contacts, look at, you can scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll forever. That's your hot market. All those people should be in here as your prospective people that you're going to contact about clients. Okay. It might be your aunt, but with the 6 degrees of separation, she might know someone. Okay. So you're going to have all of this, always 100 in here. And you're always going to be prospecting so many at a time. Regularly, if I'm a full client base, I'm prospecting 20 at a time. Every week, I'm prospecting 20 with full clients. Okay. So if you have no clients, you might be prospecting a lot more. And what you're doing is you're connecting with them. You're forming a relationship. And eventually, you're going to lead them into something like, you landed them. Maybe you're going to contact them in the future, refer them, put them on your email list, whatever your goals are. And it is work, prospecting. You can't just go out there, DM someone, hey, do you want to hire me as your VA, and expect them to get back to you? No, prospecting takes some time, and it can take 7 to 10 connections with that person before you get to a point where you can say, okay, I tried my best, move on to the next one. Okay. And this sheet also has some emails that you can send out and fill in the blanks, but hopefully that helps you. And I'll talk more about that at my conference on next week. I've got a free conference that you guys can attend. And actually, no, I don't want to tell you about that right now because we want to do just Q&A. Okay. Andrea, you've worked as an executive assistant for a few agencies and the net income is not very desirable. Where might one locate clients external to agencies? That's where you need to go into your own business and have your own marketing plan. So you are hiring, right? Yeah, when you work for agencies online, they take a contracting fee. Like they might only pay you, 15, 20 bucks an hour because they've got all this overhead too, on top of hiring you and training you and different things like that. You're much better off, in my opinion. Joining an agency is great for getting some confidence and starting to learn under someone and things like that. But eventually your goal should be to open up your own VA company. That way you can charge enough so that you are having a net income that looks pretty fine instead of pretty crappy. Where do you locate them? That's you having to put together a marketing plan. If you own your own business, every business has their own marketing plan on where to find clients. And there's going to be so much of that next week in the conference on where to find clients. That's what my whole webinar is about, and it's free to go to. So you can check it out. But I'll be telling you hundreds of different places where to find clients. It's a whole webinar. Okay. And Bob, you gave me a similar question, best way to obtain leads online when you were unknown as a VA. You've got to get yourself known. you've got to put together a marketing plan of some sort. Maybe it's just, what do you like doing, Bob? Like, maybe it's going to be a website you're going to focus in on, or maybe it's going to be social media. Maybe you love Instagram or TikTok and you're going to focus on one of those, and that's where you're going to market yourself. Or maybe you hate everything online and you're going to market yourself by going to a conference and attending in person. I know one girl, she attended a conference for speakers. She was an author's assistant, and she attended a conference. It was like $2,500 it cost her to attend it, which sounds crazy, absurd, but she left every year with $100,000 in client paying her, right? So like for her to invest $2,500, she made over six figures. She always got all her clients at that conference. She was the only VA there, and boom, she was fully booked every single year. But there are thousands of ways when it comes to marketing, how to market yourself. You just have to find one way that you love doing, because if you don't love doing it, you'll never do it. So if you don't like social media, wipe it off. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to have a Twitter account, an Instagram account, a TikTok. You don't have to be dancing on stage at an Instagram and all these things. If you don't like doing that, don't do it. There are hundreds of other ways short of tattooing your URL on your arm and getting on a television show because you did that, to marketing yourself. And I'm not saying go do that, okay? But there's just so many different ways that you can market yourself. And having a good community, good coaching, stuff like that, to find that is important. And if you guys are all going to the conference next week, you're going to be introduced to all of that. Cynthia, what kind of services can someone offer with phone when you don't have a laptop? I don't know. There's probably something, but if you're just working from a laptop, I don't know if there's a lot of services you can offer. I'm just going to say that right out loud, that maybe there's something, maybe you can do text messaging for them or something like that. But how are you going to promote yourself and things like that? But I mean, maybe you could do videos and things for clients, right? TikTok videos, Instagram stories, all that kind of stuff that they need done, because that can all be done by your phone. I try to get going and get invested with a laptop, because that is going to help you with your marketing, okay? There are some overhead expenses if you want to be truly successful in this business. And having a good internet connection and a computer is two of them, okay? Katrina mentioned, what apps work in that case for the phone number? I'm not sure if that would work. Would that work for you, Yvonne? Maybe. What app? And Danielle mentioned Zoom VoIP. Yeah, actually, the problem is you don't get a phone number, but you can put a Zoom calendar up on your thing, Yvonne, and then just have them join your calendar and set up a Zoom meeting. And that's free. You use calendly.com or go to find TidyCal. If Danielle's around, she'll be throwing all these links in there for you, hopefully. But TidyCal is like $30 forever. It's for lifetime. And then you can get people to use Google Meets or Zoom. Zoom's free up to 45 minutes. That would be, and you know what? The cool thing with Zoom is that you get to see the person. And that already instills more trust with that prospect than getting on the phone with them. And trust equals buy online. People will not buy from you until they fully trust you. or at least 90% trust you. Okay, let's see what else we got. Questions, throw them into the chat area and I will answer them. Eric asks, are there templates for basic contract agreements for services rendered? And how does one customize that to tailor the service provided? Do I need to hire a paralegal? Additionally, how do you file taxes as a VA looking at the LLC business model? Okay, let's start about the contracts. Okay, contracts, short answer, yes, you do probably want to have one, because think of it as your friendship bracelet or something between you and your client. It keeps things clear and fair for both of you. Okay, so a contract is good. I think just for those reasons alone. I mean, in the end, the one with the most money is going to win in a court of law. That's always what happens anyways. But, I went and I had a client, he charged back $5,700 in chargebacks. He charged back 5 monthly retainers through his credit card a while ago. And I went to court and I had a strong contract and I went to court and yes, I won. Yay. I was so excited because I won and he owed me that money now, but now I had to collect it. So it was a hollow victory. I sent it, to a credit collection agency and they finally said, and they're going to take half of it, right, to collect for you. And then they gave up. They said, no, he's crazy. We can't even get a hold of him, blah, blah, blah. So yes, I did win with my fabulous contract, but it was a hollow victory. But contracts are important because yes, it's your friendship bracelet between you and your client. It keeps tells your business protocols, it just gives some connection there to you. Do you need to hire a paralegal to go over it? There's tons of them out there for free online. We have one in our Get Clients Club that we use, but there are lots out there free online. I would probably take it to a paralegal once you went through it yourself and get them to look over it just for your locale, right? Depending where you live. And obviously it's in the States because how do you file taxes as a VA looking at an LLC business? Okay, you're going to go to your government website to file taxes. And every country is going to have one and they're going to have all the instructions on how to do that. Does that help, Eric? An LLC model, if I could do that, I live in Canada, I can't. But if I could do that, I would be an LLC if I was in the States because it's just it's kind of like getting incorporated here in Canada. But I would choose an LLC. And those things, when you get to that point, I mean, you can work your business under your own name I did for a few years, just under Tawnya Sutherland. And then finally, when I really was getting real about it all, I got a business name and, incorporated and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you need to file taxes and just go to your local government website. That'll be different for every country and probably every state. And our tax expert is in here, Tammy. She might have more to say on that, but Yvonne, you'd like to give back somehow. Any ideas on how to choose an organization and how to structure that? What do you love doing, Yvonne? Like when you say an organization, do you mean like a organization like mine or like a nonprofit charity? Like maybe they help cancer victims?
Charity.
Yeah. Find something that you love doing and just approach them. And everybody's looking for volunteers, right? And it can be a really good stepping stone for you too. I did a lot of volunteer work at the beginning when I didn't have a lot of clients because it increased my confidence as well, working for other people. Plus, heck, it felt good. You're giving yourself to someone. So you twofold there. And also on top of that, I remember one of my get clients people here, they donated time to the Chamber of Commerce, right? And they were like this secretary at the Chamber of Commerce or whatever it was, or marketer, I think it was, marketer. And she ended up getting fully client-based. She had to eventually quit her volunteer job because she got no one in that organization. And like it just filled her volunteers rate up, or filled her client base rate up. So volunteering is great. Get your testimonials if you are volunteering right now, because you can use them as your work testimonials on your website down the road and stuff. I love Tina. You say, what business structure do you recommend? Would it be safe to start as a sole proprietor? Are you in the States or in Canada? Sole proprietor is fine. That's what most start up as until they start making some money. Depends what your assets are in your life. If you've got to talk to your accountant, like if you've got, your accountant will tell you, no, you should be LLC, or no, you should be incorporated. But most people start up as a sole proprietor. Like I said, I started as Tawnya Sutherland. I just used my name. I didn't even get a business name for a very long time. And then I did move forward and legalize things a little bit more. As long as you're paying your taxes at the end of the year, you can use your own name.
Yeah, thank you, Tanya. It's me who was asking this question. I also just heard about a non-profit idea. Would it be something that I could do to help Ukraine? I'm from Ukraine, and I was thinking also, would it be possible or even smart to open non-profit and provide this kind of services?
Where are you located specifically?
In Los Angeles.
In the States.
Yes.
Yeah, if I was ever in the States, I'd be spending it's not a lot of money. I'd be doing an LLC. Like I said, if I was in the States, but you can do sole proprietor as well. If you're undecided, ask your legalized people, like a lawyer friend or your lawyers or things like that. But what are you going to be doing specifically?
This is another question, because I have knowledge of some things, but not really. I never provided any services to anyone. I was working in immigration. I have an immigration background, and so I could provide services in immigration, marketing, social media, stuff like that. Also, I don't know if it's needed, but I'm a great shopper. I could be like of use. Many people ask me, "Oh, could you shop for us?"
A
I don't know.
shopper, like a mystery shopper.
Not mystery shopper, but the person who would, let's say, some person needs groceries, and I know how to buy them smart, but I don't see the money there for me. If they want to, for me to shop around for the price, how do I charge them for that? Also, I was complimented. I did great organizing, storage organizing. It was very hard for anybody. 10 years, nobody could touch it. And I noticed that I could do it. I can organize places. And they say that this this job pays a lot, but I don't know if I can do it on a daily basis. It's very hard to deal with somebody's stuff. They don't know what they want with their stuff. And you end up piling things because you can change just to throw it away. I don't know.
What I suggest doing is taking a pad of paper and start writing down. We have a services checklist, but I mean, it only has 200 services on it. There's like thousands of services you can offer, but start writing down a whole bunch of them. Everything you said, like, I can do shopping, I can do organization, I can do marketing, like all the different things. And then try and break those down. I'd prefer like just if you get into shopping and stuff, that's like a whole nother ball game. It's not really virtual assistance. I think virtual assistance is doing more creative, technical, or administrative skills for people, right? That you can do from behind your desk. And then, you don't have to put your makeup on. You don't have to get dressed. You don't have to go out. You don't have to find an Uber to go somewhere, all these different things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But like, there's gotta be things that you can do sitting right here. And I'm not sure. Let me see, Danielle, if you are around and have that link, I'm going to see if I can find the link to the services, because that's really handy for you. But that's what I'd like you to do is write out all these services first.
Yeah, list I have that list already.
Do you have that list? Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And you know what else I would like to comment? Maybe it's not even a question. People. I meet a lot of people and people with money and businesses. What I'm noticing that nobody willing to pay much for any kind of services. So it's pretty much goes down to $20 per hour for anything they want you to do, unless it's a service like attorney or accountant. Those people kind of appreciated more than somebody like me who does not really have an expertise in such areas. So I kind of I see what you saying about this kind of good money per hour, but I don't know if it's doable like for me without much of expertise on some areas.
It's all doable. You're just looking in the wrong places for the people, or you're spending too much time on people that are too cheap, right? There's lots of, I watched a show last night and someone bought a dinosaur bones for $5.5 million. Okay. There's money out there. Okay. Yeah. You just got to find those people, and it's all a marketing plan and it's all doable. So, it's maybe something that you need to be taught. Actually, let me show you this conference, guys, because you got to go to the conference. It's free. And I just want to show you some of the things that are in it that are going to teach you stuff. Like I'm going to be teaching you the where and how guide to find clients. That's everywhere. You'll find all these clients. You're going to leave with 1,000 clients ready to prospect. Okay. Each of these are going to be different, and this is free to attend. Okay. You can get your free ticket here, right? Costs nothing. All week, I'm going to have 4 speakers a day, 5 days. If you've got time, go to it. Craig, he's going to be talking about finding ideal clients in 60 minutes per day. So like, that's an amazing webinar. Just in these 2 alone, you come for the morning, you're going to learn a heck of a lot on where to find the clients. All right. And this whole seminar is about finding clients. Like Amy talks about key strategies to capture new leads. Amber Louise is talking about LinkedIn and how to use that to find clients. Sharon Williams, she's going to talk about that perfect client. So that will help you find that perfect client who has the money. And that's what she's going to be talking about. Devin, she's talking about standing out, how to stand out, win clients. All of these are amazing. Teresa, she's going to talk about standing out again and being that expert, the unicorn, be the dragon. Shire is talking about how to find people on Facebook. All of these about finding clients. And I'm really excited about the list. And that's just the first 10 speakers. Like Mark is on websites that clients will love. We've got a huge guest speaker, Lou Bertone. He's the godfather of video. And if you like doing videos at all, someone was talking about they just have their lap phone. That's a new thing. Their cell phone. He does right now. I am in his shorty videos, and we have to do 30 videos on our phone for TikTok. I'm not doing very good at it. I think I'm at 12. I got done out of 19 so far, but I am trying, right? But like he's going to be talking about video. And if you've only got a phone, maybe that's the guy you're going to not want to miss. Okay. All of these are great speakers. And you're going to learn so much at it. And it's free, guys. It's free. So make sure you have your free ticket. I'm sure the links, I'll put the link in here because you don't want to miss it. All right. And for those of you that want to step up a little bit and get into more of a community, go for the VIP. It's going to have all the on-demand recordings. So you get them for a year for all the videos. Because I know if you're like me, I like to go back and click and, do everything they say in the video. So I go back and pause it and push record, go play and pause. You'll get the speaker notes, which are really handy. You won't have to sit here, take notes the whole time. You'll have all their notes. We're also going to have a group coaching call afterwards. About 10 days later, once your mind has settled in, so that we can say, okay, Gladys, like you learned this in Craig's class. Let me help you. This is what you need to do. You need to do this to find the clients. So I will be at this whole event. I'll be learning too. And I'll be able to help you in that group coaching call, put together a game plan. Okay. And then there's the swag bag, which is $2,000 of swag that you can go into products and stuff and programs. You also get into a whole bunch of prize draws. And listen, let me tell you one thing that I'm adding at 1 o'clock today, but I'll tell you guys because it's probably almost 1 o'clock. No, it's not. But I am adding to the VIP. So if you already have the VIP, good for you. You'll get it. I'm adding a 1-year Vanna community, and that's worth $97 on its own. Okay. But number 5 and 6, they end on Sunday. So you'll still get these other 4 if you go VIP after that, like if you still want the recordings. But if you want in on the prize draws or get the 1-year Vanna community, then you're going to, and I will give you a link to the Vanna community, you're going to want to get it before midnight on Sunday. Okay, so that's just a little bonus. Only you guys know about that. There's the prizes I'm going to be giving away. That's why you got to get your ticket before Sunday night, because we're drawing the prizes at midnight. Okay, and there's going to be 3 lucky winners in my virtual assistant completely startup system. The Get Clients Club that I have, valued at $970. There's 3 lucky winners for that. And there's going to be 10 lucky winners to Vanna Community Membership. Now, yes, I know you already get it, but I'm going to add on another year for you. So you'll get 2 years if you win. So lots of stuff at the event. I really want to encourage you to get your free ticket, and you'll learn about all those other goodies. Okay, so let's go back to Q&A. Okay, Eric asks, how do you protect clients' information besides a VPN? Is there other services out there to safeguard clients' data stored on your own device or when using their email? I put most of my clients' stuff in the cloud now. So it's not necessarily on my computer, so I'm not responsible for it, right? Have the clients get their own cloud. And, there's different clouds. There's Dropbox, there's Apple has a cloud, there's Microsoft has clouds, all different things. That way you're not responsible for it so much. It's a lot different than it was in the old days where, we had files on our computer. Put everything in the cloud. That's the easiest way. Then the cloud is responsible for it, not you. Cynthia asks, how do you maintain a long-term relationship with clients? Oh, let me think. You know what? One of our speakers is going to be, the last speaker is Melissa, and she is talking about, oh, darn. Let me do this from current slide. She's talking about how I kept the same client for over 3 years. I'm going to encourage you to do that, Cynthia. Listen to that webinar. She's our last speaker, I believe, on Friday. But you nurture them. You do good work for them. You remember important little dates. You start to become their friend. I've had a client for 20 years. And they're like my dad now. Like he's quite a bit older than me, this client. And yeah, he even gives me some sound advice sometimes. But you just do good work for them and keep them, and they will think they can never live without you. Like my VAs, I feel like I could never replace my VAs because I can't live without them. They know so much, and they do so much for my business. I know I could, but that's the sense that they have me in, right? Is that they are irreplaceable. So be irreplaceable. Okay, Katrina says, I'm on the net as a resume writer. Would I be best to have a separate website, or could I add it somehow to my resume page? It's really hard to run 2 websites. You've got 2 marketing plans, like 2 prices, you got to pay for 2 domain names, 2 hosting, all that kind of stuff. If your main thing is resume writing, Katrina, I would keep it as that, but also throw into the mix that we also offer other services, right? And you can have a page where you offer other services, not just resume writing. I think if you're really good as a resume writer, I would really zone in on that. But with resume writing, other things come up. Maybe they need their reports proofed, or maybe they need their book reports, or whatever it might be, whatever you do for resume people. Maybe there's things that they need too. Maybe you can do cover letters and different things like that. There's all kinds of stuff that you could add in as a resume writer. And what you don't see, we also do administrative work for you, like whatever it might be. But I wouldn't, where would you add it? I'm trying to think. Let me see if I pull up someone's page. I'm going to pull up my daughter's page, but she does quite a few different things. She is a webinar expert. That's what she pushes herself as and does, but she has other things over here. She offers other stuff that she puts over here. And, she gets a lot of these too. She sets up different packages for different things. She has monthly retainers. If you want to buy something else, right? And she has packages for different things. I was just going to see how she says, if you don't see a plan that works for you, then please send us and we can create a custom package for you. So she has custom packages, but she promotes herself from the get-go as a webinar expert. So that's kind of the same idea. Just add it in your packages, but focus on your main niche, because niche is good. Keisha, which of your trainings, if any, comes as a business in the box? Go to virtual assistant career. That's the one that would be that. Okay. And I'm going to forewarn all of you that I have sales at my event. So don't buy any of my products today. Come to the free event and find out about the specials, summit specials. Okay. All right. I don't want you to buy nothing today. I just want you to come to the free event. Yeah. I always have summit specials on all of my products. So, but I do have one that's a business in a box. It starts you right up from ground zero. Yes, Tammy put in a good link in there for Small Business Association for the states anyways. And all of the countries will have one. Just Google Small Business Association. You'll have one for wherever you live, Europe, Australia, Canada, every country has one. Keisha says, Tawnya, please, would you or Danielle talk about an average day of actually working in your business for clients when you were a newish VA? Okay, so basically it's 8 hours, right? It's not 2 hours to do laundry, 2 hours to go make the kids' beds and all that. I'm at work. Think of it, first of all, as you're at work. Okay, you've got a door, shut it. You're only going to get up to go to the washroom, make a cup of coffee, take your half-hour lunch. But this is a business working from home, and your family will eventually accept it, but it takes a while to get them used to it, okay? Because they'll be running in, and but they'll eventually get used to it. But the first part of the morning, the first hour usually was my learning time. I was a SEO specialist, so I would go to all the boards and learn about SEO stuff because I had to keep up on my education, right? It was something I had to keep up on. And whatever your specialty is, or maybe it's your learning time, I always booked an hour in the beginning. And then once that was done, emails, correspondence with whatever's going on in my email or in your project management system with your clients. Then you have I really only had about a 5-hour window block per day to work actually for clients. Typically I could only charge 25 hours a week because of that, because the other hour I would use for administration. Maybe Wednesdays I did my books. Thursdays I did an hour for marketing. But in essence, let's just see. Let me just pull up. So like first hour was education. Next hour was correspondence. I probably did follow-up here. This is when follow-up was. Okay. Follow-up, prospecting. And this is going to differ. If you've got no clients, you're going to do follow-up and prospecting for the rest of the day. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. That's what you're going to be doing until you get some clients. I loved marketing. That was my favorite. So I left it till the end of the day. And let's just say these are 8-hour, 7-hour. I would always leave that for my marketing of my business or admin, because you do have administration. You got to do your books and things. And this block in here from 4 till 7 or 4 till 8 would be for working on my client work. And that didn't always follow the gander, but what I use is I would use a Google Calendar. And if you've ever used a Google Calendar, I use them for everything. So I even have a Google Calendar for my back pain. Like just so I know what's going on. But sales promotions, whenever I'm doing sales in my business, these are all these ones that are up right now. Trying to see if I can find, client work. So see, I have the client work in here, plus my calendar. So I'm throwing them in, and my client work, if I can't do this at 10 o'clock, I still have to do it because I know I have like 25 hours I got to work. I'm going to have to, if I don't get it done, I've got to pull it over and do it on the weekend or do it in the evening or do it some other time. Like I was getting my nails done. I still got to get the client work done. So I had to move stuff up to 5 o'clock. So time blocking really works well for me. I use the Google Calendar. It's free and it really seems to work easy for everything, to my sales promotion, to my networking. Like even, I'm going to uncheck some of these so you can actually see them. I have networking that I do. You know, my YouTube networking, my Pinterest, different things that I have to officially do. I put that into stuff. I mean, I've got kids' schedules get in here, like everything. And once they're all checked off, except the back pain, I can see where I'm busy or whatever if I pull up one day. But I do know that I have to work so many hours per day. And usually that's about 5. Okay. We've got a couple more minutes here. I'm going to really encourage you, though, to come to this because it's going to be overwhelmed for you coming to it, because it is for brand new VAs to inspire them to see all the things that you can do. But it's for our veteran VAs that have come for 20 seasons. This is the 23rd season. They're going to learn a heck of a lot. Like Angela Wills talks about multiple streams of email income, how to add income streams. Like, so now we're scaling with our business. It's not just virtual assistants. One of our favorite speakers is Laura Briggs. She's setting and reinforcing boundaries with your clients so that you can keep your sanity. I had a VA talking with me today. I still haven't sent out that letter to that email to that client she wrote a week ago that she has to just dump because the client has stepped over her boundaries, but she's afraid to lose that income, right? But in the same breath, it's taking up all her mental time that she's not getting any work done. So sometimes we have to let some of them go that pass our boundaries. But if you get zoned in on your boundaries right from the get-go, guess what? You're going to have that covered and you won't have that situation arise. You're going to learn from all these people that have been there and done it already and or are doing it. Yvonne, you have a client I contract to who wants me to add in my bio to add your bio to her online. Yeah, that sounds a little weird. Whatever feels good in your gut, that's what you're going to do in the end. You're the boss of your own business. So if something doesn't sound right or something sounds fishy or your gut's rumbling, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to. This is your business. Starting a VA.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
I said thank you.
Starting a VA, yeah, anything that stirs your gut a little bit. And that's why it's great to have a community, because you can bring that into the community and you can say, hey, what do you think? Oh, that's crazy. You know, like we're going to tell you, or, you know, we're going to say, well, maybe it's all right. We should maybe do a bit more research on it. You know, it really depends. 11, Tina, you ask, how do you start a VA agency? Someone is talking about that specifically. Kathy is. She's talking about client overload, stay solo or create an agency. Go to hers. It's free. Okay. There's a lot involved in starting a VA agency, and it's not any harder to do for the beginner than, you know, everybody's a beginner anyways when they're starting a VA agency. So if you're brand new and that's your goal, start right from the get-go. But attend her session. She'll help you on that. Okay, Bob, do you still have to pay taxes if you make no income or profit from VA? You won't have to pay taxes, but you still have to do your taxes. And you might get some money back because you've got overhead, right? So do your taxes. I mean, I think it's your accountant will probably let you go 5 years without making any money before they say, hey, you better look at doing some other business. Don't worry, if you're around us, we won't let you go that long without making money. But you can claim a lot of things. Maybe you have no income, but all your overhead, like the computer you bought, the website you did, the domain name you bought, all those things are write-offs that you can write off. So you still have to do your taxes. You're a business. Well, that is it, guys. We are at the top of the hour. I want to respect your time. Do come to the conference. Get your free ticket. You got nothing to lose and only stuff to gain by coming. If you are already a VIP, we have not even announced this bonus of 1 year Vanna community yet. So if you're already a VIP, you're not going to see it yet because I haven't announced it yet. It's just a secret between you and me. And but we're going to start slowly adding them over the course of the weekend. So hang tight. You will see it inside your membership. But yes, that alone is worth $97 and the ticket's only $97. And you get the cool thing with the Vanna community is you get an ad at our business directory. So I do encourage you to come to it or get the VIP. Sorry. You can imagine how my brain's all over the place today with everything going on that's coming up. But yeah, you get in, you also get a Vanna community, which is really fun. That's where you connect with your peeps. And we have a huge forum that you can be a part of as well. You get right now into this business directory too. And this, so you'll get your business in here. It's a great way for people to find you. And you'll get into our forum where you'll be able to pick my brain for a full year. I mean, this is where I answer my questions. I don't answer them in the Facebook groups and all over the place, or I'd be pulling myself way too thin. If you've got a question, I'm in here, ask it in here. We've got everything from pricing, techie stuff. And none of this is seen. The forum is private. You don't have clients Googling you and seeing, oh, Tammy doesn't know anything about, I don't know if she knows so much about anything, but maybe she's put in a question here about something and her client Googles her and finds out, well, I didn't know didn't know about this. This is all hidden. It's not in the search engines. So yeah, it's private. You want a private community, and that is now included with your recordings, your speaker notes, and all the other good stuff that you were already going to get with the VIP. So go VIP if you've got a chance. Otherwise, you got to get the free ticket. No excuse. Lots of great speakers there. Okay. It was great to see you guys visually. Yeah, it was great to see you all here. I was trying to pull out, like, get all the people on the thing, but I can only see like 6 at a time. Oh, there we go. Not too many people have their videos on. Yeah, it was great to see you. And have a great week. See you on Monday, right? You're going to the conference. It's free. Okay. All right, guys. See you then.